This week, Deloitte Canada released its annual Fast 50, which recognizes business growth, innovation, and entrepreneurship in areas such as technology, clean tech, and other emerging industries. We are joined by Anders Mckenzie, national leader for the Technology Fast 50 program at Deloitte Canada. Thanks very much indeed. So the Fast 50, is it just Canadian firms that are eligible, or is it also American companies?
Andrew, first off, thanks for the chat this afternoon. Good to connect. The Canadian Fast 50 program does in fact recognize Canadian entities for our list in Canada. There is a North American list.
Okay.
That a number of these Canadian companies are also eligible to participate in, and that list will be announced in 2 weeks from today.
Right, and I understand. I know you can't go into details, but Canadian companies make up a good chunk of the overall North American list.
You know, it is. I'm incredibly proud to say that there are, in fact, 90 entities, Canadian entities, on the Fast 500 North American list. That's consistent with what it was last year. So roughly 20% of that North American list is in fact made up of Canadian entities, which is exceptionally encouraging when you think about the fact that the Canadian population is roughly 1/10 of the U.S. size, but the tech market itself in the U.S. market is probably 30 times the Canadian size. So the fact that 20% of the North American list is comprised of Canadian entities, I think it speaks volumes, frankly, exceptional volumes around the capabilities and outcomes that we see in Canadian tech.
I guess the problem we often hear, though, is they only get so big and then they get bought up by a foreign player. But I guess we can't get into that today. You have some very interesting companies to talk about. Can we start off with a Calgary-based outfit called Neo Financial? Why did you recognize them?
Well, Neo Financial, as you say, Calgary-based financial tech business, they've had incredible growth. They topped our list this year on the Fast 50 category. We've got 4 categories, I should say, within the overall program of Fast 50. We call the overall program Fast 50, but there's a Fast 50 category, there's an enterprise category, there's a clean tech category, and what we call a company to watch category, which varying sizes of business. With Fast 50 proper and Neo, and they had growth rate of just over 155,000% over the 4-year measurement period. In the financial services sector, they've just done incredibly well and managed to satisfy a niche in the financial services market, in the fintech market, over the past number of years. And candidly, this is an area that we see between fintech, health tech, clean tech, Canadian companies operating exceptionally well.
Your next idea here is a company called Hopper. What are they all about?
Hopper, they're a Montreal-based business that is in the travel booking space. They are on what we call the enterprise category, meaning in their revenues at the end of 2023, which for our measurement period, we're in excess of 50 million. We don't disclose the actual revenues, as you can appreciate, but the percentage revenue growth of those entities. But Montreal-based Hopper has had a tremendous run in the travel space over the last number of years.
Oxygenate, what do they do?
They are a hardware and software provider in the heating, ventilation, and air conditioning space. So they, in our clean tech category, we are recognizing Canadian-based businesses that have an environmental impact, and that could be either recycling or reduction of carbon and emissions, a net benefit to the environment that has a clean tech angle to it. Oxygenate themselves operate in the HVAC space with a very interesting hardware play to reduce emissions from heating, ventilation, and mostly on the AC side of things.
InMotive, what are they up to?
So they're Toronto-based. They've got a fascinating technology in the electric vehicle space, on the transmission side of EV, so the actual drivetrains, if you will, of electric vehicles. They, InMotive, they're in the companies to watch category, so they need to have revenues in excess of 2.5 million when we look at things. Clean tech is about 5 million, and Fast 50 itself has to be about 5 million as well.
And finally, Purpose Med, what do they do?
So PurposeMed is in the health tech space. As I mentioned right off the top, they're fintech, health tech are areas that we see Canadian companies are really excelling, frankly. And with changes that I anticipate we're going to see in both the banking side of things and then on the healthcare side of things related to cost controls, cost measures, opportunities along those lines, I think we're going to continue to see companies like Neo and PurposeMed do significantly well within the various spaces.
We'd better jump. Thank you very much indeed for joining us. It's great to hear about 5 fresh names that I hadn't come across before. Anders, thanks again for your time. Anders Mckenzie,